Have you ever tried reading your Twitter feed from a week ago? It's kind of interesting. I wish there was a better way to like freeze frame Twitter, like archive it somehow, or like your own personal archive. And then like go back a week and be like, oh, this is what was on Twitter a week ago. 50-year mortgages. Nobody cares anymore. A year ago, 2 years ago, it's like Trump was elected. The world's over. And then now we're talking about like Labubu's. Those two things don't go together. But this is the world we live in. The world is over, and all we care about is 6-7. I don't even know what that means. No idea. But apparently it's a thing. It shows you just how fast we move as a society. Like it's hard to see in real time. The whole like tipping thing's gone out of whack, right? That wasn't a thing that many years ago. Just the way that service has gone downhill. Now we're just fine with it. We're just fine. Service sucks. No one cares. It makes it way easier, by the way, to be really good as a business in a world in which service sucks. But that wasn't a thing 8 years ago. Like everything's out the gate since, basically Donald Trump became president and could start saying whatever he wanted in public. It's true, right? Like you can't hold anything against anyone anymore. And some people look at it like it's a competitive advantage. Some people look at it like it's the end of the world. Great news. You get to pick your own story. You get to choose your own perspective. It's awesome. Okay. So yeah, like society moves so fast and you can't like tell. That's the problem. You can't tell when it's happening. You can't tell that we're 7 days later, we're half a fraction off from where we used to be. And then you look back a year and 2 years and 5 years and 8 years and all of a sudden it's like, whoa. Like, let me just give you an example of where we used to be in this world, in this country. 250 years ago, you could go to debtor's prison. Debtor's prison was for people who owed too much money to someone or something. And our country, actually a lot of other people started this. We didn't start this. We're a new country, an experiment. But it was the norm that there would be a debtor's prison in society because, I don't know if these people were dangerous. I don't know if they were a threat to other people, but I guess they were dangerous in the sense that they owed somebody else money and they couldn't pay it back. That is dangerous. Arguably, there's like bad. That's a bad thing, I would say. You get everybody else owing everybody else money. All of a sudden, you run yourself into a hole. Does that sound like today? I don't know, but it's where we were. So you could just go to debtor's prison. The idea of debtor's prison was that you were incapable of making enough money to pay somebody or something back. So let's put you in prison because that will give you sufficient motivation to go make that money and pay whatever back. Do you understand the logic? No, there is no logic. So we moved off of that, but it was so funny. What do we call that? Fast thinking. Everybody else is doing this. We might as well do it. There's no principle of thought there. There's no way for them to be economically productive to, make money to pay people back. So we moved off of that. And maybe we should go back to it. Maybe we should. Maybe we need to give some people some motivation. Maybe we should throw everybody in Congress into debtor's prison until they get our country out of debt. Would that be a good solution? Maybe. Maybe I'm not so far off. Sometimes you got to present things that are way out there so you can get to something that's rational, normal. What does that even mean?